the tutorial for one point perspective. In this part, we're still gonna keep things at eye level, but now we're gonna do things if you're looking at eye level, but now everything's below you. So right now, I have my empty canvas. Like I said from my previous video, if you don't have a computer, just get a piece of paper. Make sure you have those items that I mentioned before: a T-square, a triangle, and a 12-inch ruler. If you don't have a triangle, but you have the ruler, that's fine. If you have the triangle, but not the 12-inch ruler, that's also good, right? The T-square is the most important thing because it'll keep it leveled and keep everything straight, all right? So let's start off with just setting up the way we had it before. So right now what I'm gonna do is, since this is 17 inches, I'm going 8.5 down, and then I'm gonna go over 6.5 across, right? So at least this way we know we're in the middle of our paper. Next, with the blue pencil, and just make sure when I go to my layer, I'm gonna create a new layer, right? I'm just gonna create my guide. Let's just zoom in. Click, go across, right? Oops. Set it for blue. Click, go across, and then let me step out a little bit, and then click, go down. So right now, if we take off the grid, our guide, we have our little grid here, our little mark to let us know. So before, when I showed you the last time, everything was on your eye level, so on the horizontal plane eye level. This one, I'm going to show you everything below it. So let's say you are walking on a gangplank, or you are walking on a bridge, or some sort of platform where you have your eye level, but you're looking down and you see things, like maybe you'll see boxes, right? So what we're going to do is we're still going to use our two shapes, a cube and a pyramid. I figured those are two things that we can use. That'll be easy. Before, in the last video, we actually going to set up, and we're actually going to do something like a scene, but I'm going to make it very simple. So let's look down. Let's create a new layer, right? And we're going to do one perspective as if we're looking down. So here, we already have our horizontal plane going this way, so let me just put it here. Let me just type it in for eye level. Right? And I'm gonna put it in red so that it's not confusing with anything else that might be there. Alright? Let me just merge visible so we can merge that all together. Right? Create a new layer. Let me just make this blue a little bit darker so that we're not confused with the blue that we already have down. Alright? So, let's start off with, first, let's just put our guides back in. And to make things easier, I'm going to do this time, we already have snap to guide already set, so I'm going to leave it like that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the left side. So I'm going to go for the center, click, move over, and draw to the edge, right? And then click and draw here. Actually, I'm just going to draw to the edge. I'm going to draw it here. Now, I have the top part of our cube, right? I'm going to bring down the guide, maybe bring it down to about 11, right? Then bring another guide. I'm going to bring it down maybe to 13 and a half. So we're going to have our top part, right? I'm going to take another guide from our left side, bring it over, and put it right where we have one guide, as you can see it right here. And then I'm going to take another one, I'm going to put it at right here. So right now, we have our guides going straight down. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to take our pencil tool, click here, where these two intersect, and just go straight down. Then I'm going to click here, intersect, and go straight down. Now, I'm going to put another guide here on this side, just to close it off, once that's closed off, I'm just going to click here and go straight down also. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take another vertical guide. Once I have it down, I'm going to bring it down to maybe 16 and a half, right? And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to click here, go across here, and that closes off this part here. Excuse me. Next, I'm going to click right here where I close off the box, and then just click here. So already, as you can see when I bring this down, this is closed off right here. So right now I have my cube. So let's just finish off by clicking at the top here, going across, clicking here, and going across. Let's just clear our guys of our canvas. As you can see, I have sort of a cube, but it's more like a rectangular box. That's okay. I just wanted you to get the idea of the shape of the cube, right? Now, if we want to make sure that this is what we want, create another layer. Let's hit X to switch over to our gray, so our gray is in our foreground. Go to our pencil, and then what we'll do is let's just go back to make sure that our guide is on. Right? Make sure our pencil is clicked on. Create a new layer. So this will be for the pencil, the gray color. We click here. Go right here. Click down here. Go across. Go back up. Go across. Right? And then what we might do is we might click here, go here, click down to here, and then maybe we go across here. That's how I hide our guides one more time. Let's get rid of our here. And we have a rectangle cube, right? It's not a perfect cube, but I just wanted to show you, hey, this is what it will look like if you look down from your eye level. So if you're walking on a gangplank, or if you're just walking down, better yet, you're in the subway, you're looking down, you might see the subway tracks, you're both looking in the same direction. Think of it as that, right? Think of it, use that example so that you can understand how one-point perspective works looking down from eye level. Now, you're probably asking, okay, how would a cube look? Pretty simple. If you're in Photoshop, hit X to bring the blue color to the foreground. Now we do the same thing, right? Go across there, click here, go across here, right? Now, what we want to do, remember, when creating the cube, we want to create the base. So right now, I created the base this way, right? So next, we bring down. So maybe I decide I want it to line up to the top of my cube here, right? And maybe have it line up to the top of the cube here. That's fine. Now what I might have, that might be my top part here, right? So what I might end up doing is, no, my base will be here. And then what I might end up doing is then again, going across here, top there, and then clicking, going across there. What I might end up doing is, since I know this is my top part, I might end up putting this here, and then end up putting this here. Now once I have that set, right, I might click here, go across here, and then click, go across here. Once I'm set there, I'll create another guide going here, and then create another guide going here, right? My fault, correction. I screwed up. So what would end up happening is, let me go back. because I just screwed up a little bit. So, take the guide, create it here. Take the guide, create it here, because you want to go a little bit lower. Take your guide here. Take your guide here, right? So that's your base. So let's do this. We go here to here, and then here to here. But what I might do is I might just move it up just so that we have space, so that you can see it. Here to here. Right? Now what I might do is then do my vertical guide going up on this side here. Right? So what I might do is I might do it here, click, and go up here, and then click and go up here. Now, I already create my vertical space here. I might do the same thing on this side here. I'll do the same thing here. Create my vertical space here. So click, go up here, and then click and go up here. So right now I may want to say I want this part here to be the top part, right? But as we're working with the pyramid, you want to make it slightly higher. So let's make it here. So let's have our lines go from here to here, and then from here to here. And then all we do is we take a line and go across here, and that closes up our cube. So remember before how we said the last one where you create an X here, so we click here, we go here, we click here, we go here, right? Next, we click here, we go here, we click here, and we go here. And then we put the middle part right there, which is perfect. Now, we see the top part here, right? So now you're going to do the same thing if it was on eye level. You click at the top part here, and you go here. You click at the top part here, you go there. You click at the top part here, and you go here. It's probably best to use a different color pencil when doing this part here. When you get a little bit more experience, you tend to be able to remember what you did. So now we close it. So now I click my middle part here, and I go down here. I go here. I go up here. And then I go across here. Then I go down here. Now let's turn that off. Get rid of our guide, just so that we can see. So we clear guide, and voila. So now we have our pyramid looking down. So, whereas we have a cube or a rectangle, we have our 1, 2, 3 parts that we're looking at. But with the triangle, you don't really see that part because you're here. Now, depending on where you're looking at the triangle, of course, if this triangle was here in the middle, yeah, you might see all 4 corners. You'll see all 4 corners depending on where you are putting your pyramid. But in this case, we're just seeing these 3 corners here. Alright? Because of course you can't see that it going down from here to here. So, that's a brief introduction into one-point perspective looking below the eye level. Stick around to seeing one-point perspective above the eye level. If you like what you see here, or if you have any questions, click the subscribe button, leave a comment, leave a message saying, hey, how'd you do that? And I will explain how I worked it out. And I can work with you one by one. If you don't have a computer and you are looking at this, don't worry. You can still follow these steps on a regular piece of paper. And like I said, if you have any questions, contact me. Click the subscribe button, click the notifications. Also follow me on my social media apps. The link is right there at the top on my page. And I hope to see you again soon. Thank you for watching, and have a pleasant and happy week. Thank you.